course, this is Becca. So, we're here today to do the A to Z book tag.
Yeah.
So, we are actually currently working on our own original tag, but we're working out kinks.
Yeah.
We picked some pretty hard questions, and now we're trying
to answer them.
But anyways, so yeah, we're going to do the A to Z book tag for you guys, and this should be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right. So, letter A, author you read the most books from.
For me, it depends if you mean percentage or actual book numbers. Percentage, it's John Green. I've read 4 of his 6 novels that he specifically wrote. And then if you mean like numbers-wise, it'd be Nicholas Sparks. I think I've read like 6 of his books. So it depends how you mean that.
Yeah. For me, it'd be Sarah J. Maas. I'm not good with numbers or percentage. She's better at math than I am. So I just picked the author that I read the most books from so far, and that's Sarah J. Maas.
Yeah.
I read a total of 4 books from her so far. So, letter B, best sequel ever.
I would say Harry Potter, they get better, and then the 7th is not my favorite of the series. They could trim like 100, she could have trimmed like 100 pages, but they do get better, and they keep getting better and better, which to me that's what a best sequel is either on the same level or got better.
So, mine would be, if I can get them, which they're out of order, but A Court of Thorns and Roses. Sorry, I got my little man over here.
She's got like her hands like twitching.
So yeah, these are, I would say, so far, I love this series.
Yeah, it's good.
It's my favorite. All right.
Read it, but I hear it's good.
Oh, it's amazing. You need to read it. Letter C, currently reading. Harry Potter.
Woo!
I have like 60-some pages left, I think.
I expect a full report when I get back from work.
I probably will finish this today because I have that much left. I tried to finish it last night, but I kept getting interrupted, and then I had to make supper. So
The whole eating thing, I mean.
Yeah. Gosh. I was like, stink. I want to read.
I'm hungry.
I didn't want to put it down. It was so good.
It's really good.
So yeah. What you currently... Oh, the other book that I'm currently listening to on audiobook is The Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson. This is the 3rd book in the Remnant Chronicles. And it's so good so far. And it's a massive book. Look at that. It's like a tome.
So long.
I don't know.
If it's over 500, it's a tome.
Well, it's almost 700 pages.
It's a tome.
684 pages. So, yeah.
So I'm currently listening to Finale by Becca Fitzpatrick. And then on my e-reader, I'm reading Outlander by Diana...
I think it's
Gabaldon.
Gabaldon.
I don't know. It's good. It takes 2 to 3 chapters to get into. If you're reading it and you're having trouble, give it 3 chapters. Guarantee you'll love it. Okay, don't guarantee that. But you'll like it better. Ow.
And this is our book club pick for the month of January. So I'm going to actually be picking this one up next after I read Harry Potter.
Good. This one smells really.
That
smells really like better than most books. That smells awesome.
Like,
Sorry.
We love
distractions.
But yeah. So, is that you already? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. D. Drink of choice while reading. Oh, if I can get to it. Coffee.
And like, I don't really drink while I'm reading. I'm klutzy.
She is. She's very klutzy.
And also, and that's a big part of it. But I also tend to read in bed. And so, it's hard to have a drink in bed with you if it's not in like a bottle or like a thermos, because it's just too easy to spill it, even if you're not klutzy. Cause it just is.
Yeah. So e-reader or physical books?
I like both. Physical books, of course, are better, but I don't mind e-reader. But you can't do it hot dog style. Get you an e-reader, let you do it hamburger style, because then it's like you're actually reading a book because you see double pages. This way, it's like a single page, and then the letters tend to be smaller, which is kind of annoying.
That's weird.
Especially if you're like me and read at night and are tired. Like, I need it to not be so small.
For me, it's physical books. I do have a Kindle. However, I don't get a chance to read books on it because usually my boys are playing games on it. So yeah, I prefer physical books. I just like holding the book in my hand. There's something about just holding the books.
It is nice, though.
So, F, fictional character you probably would have actually dated in high school.
So we had to modify this
Yes.
because neither one of us was allowed to date in high school.
Yeah, it's true.
But just fictional character I'd like to date.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Fraser.
Oh,
What I've
he's
read
hot.
so far, he's handsome and he's sweet.
Handsome,
He's
and he's just
so kind.
sweet and
Kind because like I was telling her,
Oh,
like
yeah.
he never wants to see particularly women, but anyone suffer, but especially women, if he can take their punishment or if they're crying and he can just give them a hug. And the way he talks is always very sweet and kind. He isn't gruff if it's not called for. He's not just mean to be mean.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a nice person. He's like, you seem awesome.
Yeah.
And fun and smart. Yes,
Mhm.
please.
So I picked Prince Maxton. I know he's a little young, but just him, his character, he's such a gentleman, and he's just so sweet. He's the type of guy that I would want to date.
Even
like,
when him and America first start
Mhm.
to talk to each other, like the first one-on-one true interaction, he lets her go and have like a spaz moment, as it were, like just have a complete freak out of the situation, and just says,
And-
no, she's fine. Tells the guards, let her be, let her go out, let her be, she's fine.
and like even him as a person, like he just actually
kind.
genuinely cares, and he tries to listen and
Yeah.
genuinely listens to you and what you
Do what's
are
best
feeling. Yeah,
for
I
you
just
or for the group.
liked his character. I think that's why I picked him,
So
because
nice.
he just has this
He is
wonderful
he's a
character.
kind person.
He is.
He's just very genuinely kind,
Yeah.
despite his father. Read the book, you'll find out.
Gee, glad you gave this book a chance. Not right now, Jackson. Okay, just wait.
My sister for Christmas got me a couple books, and one she got me was The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Bonnet. And it's about the Holocaust. It's a little boy, he's 9, and his father is a Nazi commander. And it's him, what he learns of the war, because his parents didn't tell him a lot, which doesn't, to me, I've heard a little criticism about him not knowing, but that seems pretty normal to me, because even now, I wouldn't tell my 9-year-old about what's going on in Iraq and in North Korea and places like that, because I want you to be a kid as long as possible. And that's what his
Yeah.
parents had agreed on. They wanted him to be a child as long as possible.
Yeah.
And so it's him learning about it, and it was an interesting perspective that you don't see as often, so I found that really interesting. And I also refuse to now watch the movie because I will cry my eyes out, because I cried a little reading that. Can't watch the movie. If I cry in a book, I can't watch the movie. Will make me cry more.
So I had a hard time with this one because I'm glad I read every single book that I did. So I just really had a hard time picking a book. So I wanted to pick a book that I don't normally talk about on my channel, or I haven't talked about in a while.
Yeah.
And that is The Longest Ride by Nicholas Sparks. I love this book. I don't know why my son's crying.
Because I guess, because we're not paying attention to him.
Yeah.
Pretty much is the reason.
But I really enjoyed this book. I absolutely loved it. It's probably a book that I wouldn't have ever read.
Yeah,
but I really enjoyed it.
I watched the
Sparks
movie,
books.
and again, it wouldn't necessarily have been a movie I would have normally watched, but we watched it and we're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I think I actually read the book before I watched the movie. I really enjoyed this book. And then I watched the movie and I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. Jackson, stop. Get over here and sit. Come here. Stop crying. Come here and sit.
We're not you don't need
Ugh.
more juice.
Can you just wait until we're done, please? All right, just sit and wait. Mama will get you some. All right, H, hidden gem book. I don't really have a hidden gem book.
I guess, I mean, this is not a hidden gem, though, because a lot of the books we read are either nationally
fairly
popular,
popular.
or they're popular where we're at.
Mhm.
It's not like it's one I found at a random thrift store in a box in the back. Although sometimes I do, but it's not like it's an unpopular one. It's more like someone just brought it in and I was digging through the box. Never have done that. What? Wait, I have.
So, important moment in your reading life. So, obviously, my important moment in my reading life is
Her kid's sleeping on her arm right now.
yeah, my kid's sleeping. When I met my best friend, she introduced me to
Feels.
these books. They are
First time
what
we hung
started
out,
my.
we watched this movie.
Mhm.
So thank you to everyone who made the Hunger Games. That's why we're
Yes.
best friends.
Yes, it
Thank you
is.
very much. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
But then we talked. I was like, "Oh, the book's so much better," but the movie was good. She's like, "Wait, whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, whoa, whoa!
my exact
It's a
reaction.
book?" And I was
My
like,
exact
"Yeah."
reaction.
So like a week later, she came to my house and saw my book collection. She was like,
I think
"Girl."
after that I borrowed the Match series.
Match series.
by
I mean, you might have borrowed
Ali-
the first one
Ali
of this
Kadine.
because I had the first one.
Yeah, and then I think I actually bought the set. Then I was waiting for it to come in, and I think that's
Yeah.
Then
So
I
you
got
borrowed
it,
the
so.
first one to start it.
yeah. So yeah, that one gives me all the feels.
Yeah, and then for me, it was when I read Holes the first time. I lost count of how many times I read it after 20. But I liked reading before I read this, and then I was like 12 when I read this, and the library was pretty close to my house at the time, and I went there one Saturday afternoon because I was bored, and I knew the librarian, so I went there, and I picked this, and I was done by Sunday. Which is really fast for a 12-year-old, because this is like 200 or 300 pages. How long is it? Like, it's, it's 233 pages, so that's pretty fast for a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
To read in just under a day, or just over a day, so that just got me to really not just enjoy reading, because you can casually read, but I mean, like, I want books, couldn't get enough kind of reading.
So Jay just finished. I just finished Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I actually finished a few days ago. Really enjoyed it. Gave it 4 stars.
I just finished Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I finished this on New Year's Eve, but now I'm reading Outlander, and that's a longer book. So that's why it's over 700 pages, and I was listening to Finale as well. And so, and I don't listen to audiobooks every day. A couple times a week I'll listen while I'm cleaning and stuff. So that's why Outlander's like 775-ish pages long.
Yeah.
So that's why it's taking, it's good. I recommend it, but that's why it's taking some time.
So Kate, kinds of books you won't read.
Horror. At all.
Thrillers and horrors.
It depends on the thriller.
Okay. I don't like...
But she doesn't like scary.
I don't like anything scary.
Like
I tried reading some of her books that she likes, like Ted Decker and Frank Peretti and
She was
stuff.
not down.
I read House and
So good, you
scared
should.
the crap out of me.
You should totally read it.
Scared the crap out
Do
of me.
not.
I had nightmares about it.
Do not read Ted Decker or Frank Peretti at night right before bed.
It would have been nicer if I was worn that.
Just don't do it. They're good. Just don't do that.
I have to say that, like, even I read it in the morning and it
She
still
still was
scared the crap out of
texted
me.
me like, what did you recommend?
I was freaking out. I won't do any of those books. I'm sorry. I'm a huge sissy.
It's
huge
alright.
sissy. So, Elle, longest book you've ever read?
Probably the 7th Harry Potter book, because that's like 800 pages.
Court of Wings and Ruins. I think this one's $6.99.
Yeah.
So that is the longest one so far that I've read. So major book hangover because of?
I haven't really ever had a hangover. I've had where I've ordered like the last or next in a series, so I had to wait for it to get here and didn't want to start. And even if I read at night, the only reason I don't start another one is because it's night and I'm getting ready to go to bed. It's not because I can't.
Yeah, I don't think I've had like a book hangover. Like, even if I finish a series or a book during the day, I don't necessarily start a book right away. That's just because I just don't.
Because I'm doing stuff.
Then I'm trying to figure out which one I want to pick up next. So, I mean, so I don't think I've had a book hangover because of, I just don't think I have one. Had one. And number of bookcases you own.
I have 5. I do have a cube case like this, but I didn't buy it and do not use it as a bookcase. I have a small bedroom, so it's actually a dresser just because it fit better. It gave me more room, but in a more condensed space. So we figured, like, if you didn't buy it and do not use it as a bookcase, then we're not going to count them as bookcases.
Yeah. So I have 7 that I actually use for books, and I have one in my kids' rooms. They have all their kids' books on it. And then I have one in my bedroom. Also one in the kitchen. And then I have 4 out here that have books on them. So, yeah, I own quite a few bookcases. Anyways, one book you have read multiple times.
3 guesses.
Holes.
Again, lost count after 20 times. And I hit 20 times like 8-ish years ago. This is my 3rd copy of this book, and my first 2 copies were hardcover, so just go with that.
So for me, I don't really have a book that I have reread since I have just kind of recently got back into reading.
Logan,
I haven't really had time to reread any books. So because there are so many books on my shelf that I want to read, I just don't have the time to reread.
Yeah.
So I just I just don't. P, preferred place to read.
I like to read in bed or on my couch on the door side, not the window side because of the lighting. It's a small house.
Yeah.
In between two big houses, so lighting is important.
So I read on the couch because I don't have books in, well, I do have a bookcase in my bedroom, but I don't take books to bed because I have to sleep. But so I read out here in the living room on the couch. Q, a quote that inspires you and gives you all the feels from a book.
The one for me, I can't remember if this is in the book or the movie, but it's from Harry Potter and Dumbledore, and he said, "Soon we will all have to choose between what is right and what is easy."
That's a good quote. That's really a good quote. So I don't really know if I have a quote that inspires me. I have a quote that gives me all the feels, and of course that is, "Happy Hunger Games, and may the odds be ever in your favor." We all know why. So I gotta turn my page here. R, read and regret.
I don't have any reading regrets as far as book goes. Even if I didn't like it, I'm glad I tried it because you'll never know if you don't try it.
Yeah. The only maybe real read and regret that I have is that I didn't start sooner. I wish I would have started sooner. But I also am really glad at when I did start because it introduced me to, of course, my bestie. So, S, series you started and need to finish. I have quite a few. One is Harry Potter. I obviously haven't finished this one yet. Another one is Shadow and Bones. I gotta finish this series. And then, of course, Throne of Glass. I have to finish that series. And then the last one I have to finish is
I'm gonna finish that one as well.
The Mortal Instruments series. I haven't finished the first book yet, and this is the second book. I actually lent my copy out to a friend of ours. So, yeah, when I get it back, I'm going to try to finish that series.
One I've started and read a few books of that I need to is Series of Unfortunate Events. I've read 9 of the 13, so I need to finish that one. And then, other than that, like, I started Outlander, but so far I like it. But, I mean, if I end up hating the end of it, I won't finish it, of course. But of books I've read multiples and enjoyed, Series of Unfortunate Events.
So T, 3 of your all-time favorite books.
Hunger Games.
That's for both of us because that's our all-time favorite series.
It's not necessarily like the one I enjoyed the book the most. I have the best memories associated with because I think that's a good favorite as well. As you have the best memories associated, and then the Legend series, 5 out of 5 stars.
I need to read that series.
Legend,
she loves
Prodigy,
it. I need to read
and Champion by Mary Lou. Oh, I went looking for that last book.
So I had a hard time with this one because I have so many favorite books. I mean, every book that I've read that I really enjoy are considered one of my favorites. So I picked my favorite series, which is The Hunger Games. I also picked my favorite classic, and then my favorite recent. My favorite classic is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It's one of my favorites. I probably will never stop loving this book.
That's good.
I think this is one I need to reread.
Yes. And
then my favorite, where'd I put it? My favorite recent would be Harry Potter.
Yes.
I absolutely love this book. And let's see, where am I at? Unapologetic fangirl for. Let's just take a moment here. Court of Thorns and Roses.
It's a good time.
I have, not only did I buy stickers, I bought, here it is. I bought bookmarks. I bought candles because I love candles. And I bought a pillow behind me that has a quote on it. And then I got this map up here. You can't really see, but it's a map of the Corinthian in this book. Unapologetic fangirl, I'm telling you, I fangirl over it.
I haven't really fangirled over a book yet, but I fangirl over some things.
Yeah.
You know what's up.
So, V, very excited for this release more than others.
I don't have one that I'm waiting for.
Mine would be A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is the companion to A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like, come on. Like, it's obvious.
Yeah,
which one's mine? So, W, worst bookish habit.
I don't have any bad habits. I mean,
I
treat my books really well. I mean, that's what I choose to spend my extra income in after I pay the bills is books, so I'm very kind to them.
Oh, yeah. X marks the spot. Start at the top left of your shelf and pick the 27th book, which I can't really, but I know.
It's the second Harry Potter one.
I think it's down here.
Yeah.
Got it.
I got it.
It's like right behind me. This is the 27th book on my shelf, which is the second Harry Potter one. Of course, it's the one I gotta get to next after my first Harry Potter.
Mine is this graphic novel, Dorothy and the Wizard in Oz. Original story by L. Frank Baum, and then by a couple of other people. And it's a graphic novel that she found that she thought I would really like. So
That's really cool.
it's really cool. Some good drawings in there.
I haven't actually gotten into graphic novels. There's a few that I'm interested in maybe getting into and just kind of seeing like if it's something that I'd be interested into. I don't know.
sure.
But okay, why? Your latest book purchase. So when I was up in Bismarck last week, of course I came home with books. So I picked up A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline. Don't even know.
That guy, that lady, actually.
That person. I know the movie's coming out, and I really want to read this before the movie.
Yeah.
And Sarah raves about this book. She said it was amazing. So, and then the other one I bought is this cute little Beauty and the Beast book. It's freaking cute. I gotta get a page here and show you guys. Like, it's so cute. I love Beauty and the Beast, so I'm really excited about this one. Even though I don't have a girl.
And mine was Outlander. I got a digital copy from Nook because it's our book club book. So that was the last book I purchased. Was Outlander.
And then Z, Sea Snatcher book, the last book that kept you up way late.
We have such a scheduled like bedtime, as it were. I mean, I go to work and then she's a homemaker, so it's like if we don't sleep, I mean,
we're cranky.
We're cranky. I work at a store and I work in a deli, so. You know, I work with dangerous equipment that you need to be fully awake for, and so do you. You have children. It can be dangerous if you're not fully awake.
If I don't sleep at night, I don't sleep during the day. They don't let me sleep. I may catch like a quick 5-minute, 2-minute nap, but they don't let me sleep. Like,
yeah, and like, I mean, I work near a fryer and a deli slicer. You don't want to have a lapse in judgment. I've got the scar to prove that.
She's already klutzy enough as it is.
Yeah. I don't recommend cutting yourself or getting... Yeah, but I think any job, no matter what, it's like you don't want to be tired at work.
No, you don't. So we kind of like limit our
And by the time I get to like my bedtime, I'm tired. I can't focus anymore.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's...
Well, that was all for this book tag. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, because we really appreciate you guys when you like the videos.
Yeah.
And then hit subscribe if you'd like to see more. You'll see more of me and then possibly more of her in future videos. So keep a lookout for those. And then if you'd like to follow me on other social media apps, all the links are down below. And I don't know where my little clicker thingy went.
Where's our button?
Where's my button?
I don't know.
My button's hiding.
You sitting on it?
I probably am because I don't know where. Oh, there. Found my button. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit me up in the comments if there's any of these books that are your favorites or what are your favorites. And definitely just let's chat. Anyways, I guess we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.